All right. We are okay. We're back with some more Edge of the Empire: Survival of the Free. Um, this character prologue introduction is for Jace. He's a Sakian male, and he's got a little droid named Iris, IR-15, and we're gonna get straight to it because we don't have a whole lot of time. Um, he's being played by my brother, so that's gonna be a good time. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going? Just quick question.
Yeah,
Is the map here? So all I have is
it's
a
just gonna be the range bands. There's not. It's a
okay,
mapless system. Like you can make maps for this game, but it's not requirement. Like the old system we used to do, the D20 system.
yeah,
Um, that was like a requirement. You had to have a map because you had to know how many grid
okay,
spaces
okay,
and everything. This is more abstract. So if you
okay,
want
cool, cool.
to move to cover, then you just tell me you want to move to cover. But if you're, a couple range bands away, it might take you a turn or two.
Okay, cool.
Um, so basically, movement in this game is going to be like moving from one range band to the next is a maneuver. You
Hmm.
can take strain to move again, or you can downgrade your action, which would be like shooting somebody or something like that, to a maneuver, and then so you can move uh, a second time that way as well.
Okay, okay.
So, all right. So Jace finds himself on the planet of Thair. Thair is like a huge grassland planet because I was talking with my other buddy about this during his prologue session. Um,
Hmm.
Star Wars is like planets just they have one ecology. Like it's
Yeah,
this one's the desert planet, this one's a
yeah.
lava planet. Well, this is like a grassland planet. Like there's some like hills and some more heavily forested areas, but for the most part, it's pretty green, pretty lush. I mean, lakes and everything, but it's a nice moderate climate. So you are actually here to hunt a Gundark. Somebody um, wants to have a Gundark head on their wall that you've met on the station of Crooked.
Uh-huh.
Um, so
Jesus, that's scary.
So that's what you're here to find. You're out kind of in the woods in the wilderness. You kind of left. You had a speeder bike that you rented. It's parked a ways away. You've been starting to trek into the woods,
Right.
um, where you believe them to be nested from your research and your knowledge as a big game hunter. And
Yeah.
so that's where you're at right now.
Okay.
All right.
Um, so I'm walking into the woods right now.
Yeah.
Right. Can I just kind of check around to see what I might like notice in the environment?
Yeah. That'd be a perception check if you want to
Perception.
roll that. Um, It's a it's getting dark and it's starting to rain, so we'll go ahead and add two setback die for that. One for the darkness because it's starting to get late, and then another one for the rain.
Okay. Um. Oh, is that a? Oh, that's a perception check, right? Wait, so adding the
Well,
setback back.
if what's that? Yeah,
Do I have to
so
add the setback?
I can do that for you. Actually, because I have a GM pool, so I can add the negative dice. All right, so I added two. So now when you click any skill or any roll, it's
Uh-huh.
automatically going to take these two setback in that I just put in. So go
Okay.
ahead
So
and
this will
just
be for anything I do.
yeah, and well, I mean, I'll take it off after this check,
Hmm.
but at least for this check, you're set. You should be good just to click your perception roll.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll that then.
Okay, so I don't know if we worked through the system a little bit. Do you remember kind of how it works as far as how things cancel out?
Okay, well, I'm guessing. Um. Did it cancel my advantage?
Yeah, so the little like I don't know what you'd call that little bird. I don't know, wings or whatever. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That first symbol. Yeah, that's an advantage. So if you had some in your results, you would be able to do some kind of arbitrarily good thing for your roll.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're trying to do. I would even let you try to come up with something if you had something in mind. I could give you suggestions if you want, but that got canceled out by that first black, which is a threat. So those kind of offset each other. You didn't get any failure, so your one success went through, and then no yellow dice, so no triumphs, and no red dice, so no despairs. So you're successful. I mean, not you don't really see too much around. You're hearing the birds in the trees kind of getting a little excited from the rain that's starting to come down, but otherwise you don't see anything in the immediate area that's threatening or anything.
Wait, I have that. Wait, so does that stalker trait work for this?
So the stalker was for tracking, or that was your expert tracker, right? I forget what the stalker was. You'll have to remind me.
Oh, stalker is adding a blue dice. Oh, for all stealth and coordination. So not that one. So tracking is removing a black dice per rank of expert tracker from checks to okay, find tracks or targets. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so that wasn't that'd be more of a survival role, if you're trying to track something. You were saying that you wanted to just look around, survey the area, make sure everything looks good. One thing we did forget to do is we're gonna roll a quick destiny point pool real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll mine, and then at the top where I showed you that dice pool where you can just add whatever you want, the top of your character sheet.
Yeah.
Go ahead and in the middle is the force die, the white with the circle. So just add one to that and then roll it. Okay. For some
Okay.
reason mine didn't. I don't know why mine's not showing.
Yeah.
Try rolling it. I wonder if it's because it's a GM roll, but then it should still show me. Um, just for the heck of it, can you go ahead and roll one for myself, since apparently it's not letting me roll it for some reason. I'm probably doing something wrong, but alright, so 2 dark side destiny points. Not great for you. So destiny points, how they can be used is like if you're walking along and you see, oh, I've got to rappel down this cliff. I need some rope. I don't have any rope. And then you go, wait, but I have money in my, however much money you have. If you have enough for it, you can just be like, hey, I'm going to flip a destiny point, and I forgot to tell you that I bought some rope at the store before we came out here. So I
Okay.
happen to have rope on me. So that's something you can use it for. You can use it to upgrade a check. Um, so you can use it for like, oh, I really need to make this shot. I need to hit this guy, so I'm going to upgrade my roll. So that'd be like changing a green to a yellow on your roll, something like that. And vice versa, I can do the same thing with my dark side points for Destiny, which I have 2 and you have 0. So, and then as we use them, they flip back and forth. So if I use one at some point, you'll get one.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we got that. You've done your perception roll. Um, yeah. What do you want to start doing now? You want to start tracking this thing?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I realized the difference.
I figured that's probably what you're looking for, but I thought also, well, hey, perception roll, looking around, making sure the scene is safe.
Yeah,
That's
of
like
course.
a good thing to
That's
do.
my plan. Okay, so I'm cool. So one of my skills is survival. So that's a survival check for tracking. So like, let's say I'm getting. So now I'm going to start looking for these this gun dog.
All right, so that's going to be a survival roll to track that guy. Again, it's starting to get a little bit darker. The rain is starting to cover some of the tracks. So 2 setback die for that. And then but I think your expert tracker takes care of that, right?
Expert tracker should take care of one of them.
One
Let
of
me
them?
check.
Okay.
Move one. What are the die called again?
It's going to be a the setback die are the black ones.
Okay, so it'll remove one of those because
One,
I'm only
okay.
for one.
All right, so I'll add 1 setback die.
Okay, and then I just go to survival for the roll?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Rolling.
Ooh, okay. Oh, you forgot to take out the force die on your dice
Oh, my
pool.
bad, my bad.
It's cool. It's cool. So just take that out for the next rolls, but it's fine because we don't have to add it into the results or anything. It doesn't cancel anything out.
Cool.
All right, so we got a success and an advantage. So you find some tracks. What do you want to use your advantage on? It's only one, so you can't use it on like you can't be like, oh, I find it and it's sleeping and I just can cut its throat.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. Can I, uh, so I can kind of make this up, right?
Yeah, you can just come up with something like, hey, for a couple advantage, I might be like, let you like, oh, the rain seems to be stopping, or I if you had strain, you could recover a strain. If you were with a party, you could add a boost die to the next person's check, which you could add a boost die to your next check um, with
Uh,
one advantage.
yeah. Can I, um, can I kind of like, uh, I'm trying to see how much I can stretch this. Um, can I like see, towards, um, like my left? I notice that there's, uh, is it only grass in this place? Like that's it?
Well, I mean, you're getting into the woods to
I'm in the
track this
woods,
Gundark
right?
down.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
So I kind of see that there's a like small cavern, just for shelter.
Okay. And you think that's where my the tracks are leading that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds doable. So I take it you want to head that direction?
Um, yes,
Okay. All right.
but slowly.
Slowly. All right. Are you gonna like try to roll like stealth or anything like that?
Uh,
Try to sneak
yeah,
around?
can I? Well,
Yeah.
so for this one, I just want to check because I
hmm
know we're not going through like turns, I guess. Um,
Yeah. Not until we get into initiative.
okay, okay,
hmm
okay. So, what do you know? Are you allowed to tell me what, never mind. Can I, just do a, yeah, can I do like a stealth check? Um, and then, um, is it okay if I like kind of like walk the perimeter of this like cavern?
Yeah. Um. So like you're trying to just kind of walk around it, get a lay of the land, see if you can see anything, kind of.
Yeah. What would
Okay.
that fall under?
That's gonna be. I would let you do either a perception or a survival check. I mean, you're kind of surveying your outdoors, the wilderness, so that's where survival kind of comes into play.
Okay, cool.
Um, also, if you have any knowledge skills about like, well, I know that Gundarks they typically nest in caves, and around this time is when they're not nocturnal, so around this time they should be actually starting to go to sleep. Things like that.
Yeah. Is that
Um,
gonna fall under lore or xenology?
that would be more xenology. Xenology is like alien species.
Yeah.
Um, lore could be more creatures. Lore is kind of like a generic kind of, well, it's more um, like, well, I happen to know that uh, the war started way back when with the Battle of Naboo and the Trade Federation, like like history
Mhm.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
Um,
what knowledge does that fall under then? Like more
so probably do a xenology. That one I guess makes the most sense.
yeah. Well, because the only knowledge ones I have are like core worlds, education, lore,
hmm
outer rim, underworld, and then xenology and warfare. Is that all the knowledge skills? That's just what's listed in the when I pulled up the dice sheet.
Yeah, that should be all of them then.
Okay.
It's going to show you all of them. You don't have to be trained in anything to make a roll.
Yeah,
And
I know.
even yeah,
I'm trying to check for myself. Like,
yeah. So you can use any of those. It's just some of those you're probably better at.
yeah, I'm way better at xenology. Okay, wait. So let me do my stealth check first.
All right. And then your stalker gives you a boost. Is that right?
Let me check. Add. Yeah, yeah, I get one boost.
A
One.
boost. Okay. And then, like we were saying, it's getting dark, so it's harder to see. So I'm actually going to
Yeah.
give you another boost on top of that, um,
Okay. Oh,
because you're going to be
and
harder to see.
you don't have my armor, do you?
I did find it. You had
Okay.
Mollis
Because it has.
Passin armor, which Mollis Passa is like the guys that were they were on that asteroid that Padme had gave birth on. That's who those guys are.
Okay. Yeah, I just remember it had a whatever the light rods are in like the helmet of it. I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe your helmet has an attached glow rod.
That's
However, if you're using a light source, that is going to make
no,
you
no.
more
I'm not gonna
visible.
use it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
I wanted to be sure that I had it.
Okay.
Just,
Yep.
okay. So I'm ready to roll. Are you? Can I roll?
Yep. I'm ready. Whew. All right. So you definitely succeeded. Also, three advantage. So as you're walking around the cave, you're seeing Gundark droppings. You're seeing all kinds of signs that this is definitely a nesting cave for this
Mm-hmm.
Gundark. Anything you
Okay.
want to use your advantage on? You got three of them. That's
Um,
pretty good.
yeah. Um, okay. So my advantage is just kind of like just to be clear again, it's something that's like already kind of is in a sense.
Um, Kind of. You can tell me that it is, right? And as long as it's not way out there as far as like super powerful,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then yeah, I mean it's totally fine. So like if you were being uh,
Like, can
I'm
I
trying to
notice that there's a um like in one of the trees nearby,
Mhm.
there's a slight perch that like maybe somebody had left
Oh,
in like
like a
another.
like a tree stand.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's
Just
that
something like
seems
simple.
that seems reasonable. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Do you happen to have any bait or anything to kind of lure it out? Are you gonna make some noise to bring it out? If you're not going in after it, you've got to get it out somehow.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Don't have any items made up. Um. Well, okay. So for the advantage, like, is there just even though I roll three, there's just one advantage?
No, there's three advantage.
Okay. So
Yeah,
then can
advantage
I
do
notice?
actually build up. Successes, I mean, you're just, man, you really did it. Great job. Maybe
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did it
Okay.
quickly, something like that. But if
Yeah.
as far as multiple success,
Yeah, so then I noticed the perch. Then can I also notice that the cave like only has one opening in the front, which is kind of like where that perch is located?
well, if you want to spend your advantage for a nice emplacement that you can kind of sit up in, that'll probably be good enough for all three.
Okay,
Uh,
that's fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
together. I mean, it's a cave. How many caves have multiple exits?
Yeah, I mean that's what I figured. Man, okay. I don't have my items as like sparsed out, so maybe I shouldn't have used it for that perch. That's fine. I got something.
Hey, you never know. Maybe you'll roll more advantage or some triumphs. Because we haven't had. I mean, you've been canceling out a lot of the difficulty.
Okay, so right now I'm just kind of looking around, right?
Yep. You haven't made the decision to climb up the tree stand, or you haven't. didn't want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do anything else yet. So
Hmm. Oh, can I do that xenology check just to see what I know about Gundark?
okay. Granted, some of this might be not accurate because I don't know
Yeah,
everything about Gundarks, but I'll give you.
non-canonical.
You'll know something about this specific Gundark,
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna roll it then.
who might have different tastes than others.
Okay.
So Xenology, I was gonna
You're
well,
supposed to add
probably
something.
probably not gonna have the boost dice, so on this check.
Oh, that's.
So, but I mean, either
Oh,
way,
you have to.
and
Okay.
then probably add also difficulty. Um, I mean, Gundarks are a fairly popular hunting trophy, so I'm gonna roll one difficulty just because it should be something you know about, but I mean, you're trying to think of a specific creature.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna roll one, and we'll just cancel out from your stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so a threat. So we'll just take off one of those advantage from the green, but
Okay.
you still got three success once we take even after we take off the boost. So yeah, you know that Gundarks they kind of stick to these caves as far as nesting areas on this
Okay.
planet anyway. This specific subset of Gundarks, um, and that they're actually uh, nocturnal animals, so they come out at night to start hunting.
Okay. Um, so if it was to be disturbed in its sleep, would it just kind of like, is it an animal that would just kind of like attack frank? Like,
It depends on the disturbance. I mean, if you have some kind of huge explosion, most animals are just gonna kind of run.
yeah.
It's just
What
kind
if,
of that base instinct.
yeah, what if I had a tiny flying droid that like went into the cave and sounded like a big alarm? Like, would that kind of freak it out to chase the droid, or
Alarm with what? Like you have an alarm with you?
well, it just wails. I mean, it's a droid, doesn't it? Kind of like, can it just yell?
So you wanna send Iris, your droid, into the cave to like spook it.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna get in the tree first. I'm just trying to check if I know that this thing would like chase the droid out.
It might, yeah. It very well could. I mean, it's something that's intruding on its home.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. So I look at. Oh wait, I have one advantage though, right?
No, it canceled out because of the threat that
Oh,
I rolled.
okay, that's fine.
And then
Um,
I gotta stay more on top of upgrading this dice pool.
yeah. Okay. Um, so I look at Iris, who's obviously been following me this entire time, even though I've neglected him.
That's fine.
Um,
It's
I
just
look
kind of
at Iris.
assumed.
Yeah. And I kind of like sign to him this plan. So I tell him that I'm going to go perch myself in this tree that I found. Um, I'm gonna have him very like cautiously go into the cave, and like make sure that he's at a distance where he can escape and not get hit, but still just like echo through the caverns. Just one like loud wail
Okay.
to like lead the what's it called, Gundark out towards like my vicinity so I can like take a shot at it.
All right. That
But
sounds.
I signed this all to him.
That's fine. I mean, you've been working with him together for a while, so you probably have a general understanding too. So yeah, that sounds totally fine. So you climb up the tree, um, and then Iris goes into the cave, um, and then you start getting ready to take a shot. I assume you draw your weapon, your heavy
Yeah,
blaster rifle. All right. So you hear in the cave, you hear this echoing um, droid. Just it all of a sudden gets on there, and it's like, hey, wake up, get out of here. Like, it just starts yelling at the Gundark,
Dang.
because the Gundark doesn't understand basic. So, I mean, any loud
No.
noise is as good as, like, a whoop or a alarm
Yeah.
kind of sound. So, he just goes in there and starts yelling at it. And then you start hearing uh, fast footsteps, like heavy, big footsteps of the Gundark as it
Mm-hmm.
starts getting louder and coming towards the entrance. Um, Go ahead and roll your vigilance.
Vigilant. Can't roll my
Um,
cool.
Negative, because cool is more like if you're not prepared for something.
Okay.
Vigilance is more if you're expecting something to happen.
Oh man, why the heck did I upgrade cool then? That's stupid.
Well, cool's gonna be your stat for like if you're. Oh wait, hang on.
What?
Vigilance if unexpected. Oh, I got that backwards. All right, cancel out that Gundark roll. Um, I got that backwards. We're still figuring out all the terminology and stuff. Okay, cool
Okay.
is if you're prepared, if you're expecting something, and vigilance is if it like. So cool is gonna be like, all right, you go to have the showdown at the saloon, and you
Mm-hmm.
know something's gonna happen, and you're ready. And vigilance is if you walk around the corner and the bad guy walks around the corner, and you both go, oh, that's the bad guy.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you're
Cool.
not expecting it. And I got that backwards, um,
Sweet. Good.
which is
'Cause
one of the
my
reasons
cool.
I wanted to actually say it out loud because then it kind of helps me lock it in.
Yeah. Okay, so should I roll my cool?
Yep, roll your cool, sir. Although the Gundark I think is gonna beat you.
What? What are you talking
Oh,
about?
oh, the advantage actually sets you over the top. Okay. So yeah, how we set initiative slots is going to be
Mhm.
based on how many successes, and if there's a tie, advantage will break that. So you actually
Okay.
win with that advantage. So you get to go first.
Okay. I didn't mess anything up because yours says initiative cool and mine says just cool.
I think you just rolled it off the skills section.
Yeah.
In the combat section, there's another one that is a link to your cool and your vigilance. So it's just a second way to roll it. It's not a big deal.
Oh wait, shoot. Where's the combat section? I'm sorry. Where do I go for the
Huh?
combat section again?
Well,
Just to.
you already rolled it. You don't need to worry about it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
just a
just on my.
second link. So where it says character info, skills, combat, inventory, underneath your wounds and strain and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
cool.
So you get to go first.
All right. Uh, wait. So what is it doing right now? It's just
It's
running.
running out of the cave. It doesn't know you're out there.
Okay.
Um,
So this thing can be deaf, right? I don't need to.
can be what?
Like, I gotta kill this thing, right?
I mean, you could attempt to capture it, I guess, but that's going to be hard. You didn't. I don't think you bought nets or cages or anything.
No, I don't have anything like that. I
Yeah.
don't know why you suggested it. Okay, it's coming out. Can I? Hmm. I'm just gonna take a shot at its head.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for that?
So you're going to go into the combat section. You're going to scroll down to your weapons, and currently, let me get these tokens up here. From your tree perch, you are at long range,
I'm at long range.
um, but you're also, up in a tree about 10 feet.
Yeah.
So long range is going to be 3 purple. So I will add those,
Hmm.
and then I don't think you have any skills to boost or anything. It is dark, so I'm going to add 1 setback die.
All right.
And it's uh, raining, so I'll add a second setback die. So pretty tough shot, but you are prepared. You got in a nice perch and everything, so I'll also give you a boost.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, so we're good to roll whenever.
Alright, what do I roll? Oh, I just roll that. Okay, I see. In between the critical and the encumbrance.
Yeah, there's a little die.
Okay, cool. Rolling.
Whew. All right. A lot of results, but they all cancel down to say that basically you hit him. Um, let's see. Something also with your, not that it doesn't come into play on this shot, but
Mm.
you have auto fire on your gun, which if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get two
I know
advantage,
that.
you can use that to hit him again a second time,
Okay.
um, and do basically do double damage.
Yeah.
But before you, if you want to use that ability, you need to let me know before the shot, so that way I can
Yeah.
add an extra purple.
Okay.
All right, but either way, you hit him. I think do you do 10 on that that
Yeah.
rifle?
Yeah.
Okay. It has Gundark has a soak of 6, so that's good. You're still doing 4. So it's definitely taken some wounds. Um, and you got 2 threat. So, um, threat's not great. I mean, it's the reverse
Yeah.
of advantage. So,
Doesn't
um,
sound.
as when you hit him, he kind of staggers from getting shot because he wasn't expecting anything. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but when he kind of staggers around, he hits the tree and he looks up and he sees you up there and he knows where you are.
That's
Um,
fine.
but the good part is, I mean, you're still high up above him.
Do I know if Gundog can climb, or is he just gonna
They're
probably
pretty
smack?
strong. They can probably climb.
Okay.
But if you stand by. So the Gundark, he's going to use his turn. He's going to move up into medium range, which is actually going to be the base of the tree.
Okay.
And he's going to start use his other move or action to start climbing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have him do an athletics check for that. Da-da-da-da. And he starts climbing up after you.
Okay.
Oop, I probably should add some defense or difficulty. We're gonna throw 2 difficulty in there. Oh,
I'm
all right. Well, he failed.
cool.
Um,
Fine with that.
so all 4 of those failures cancel out, and then if there's no net success or failure, it's still a
Mm-hmm.
failure. But he did get 3 advantage, and
Yeah.
so as he's trying to scramble up and climb up, he actually takes out one of the support beams
Okay.
for the tree stand, and you start falling off because it shifts and the weight it can't support your weight up there anymore,
Yeah.
and so you fall out. Go ahead and make your own athletics roll um, to see if you can land it. And I'm going to add in 2 difficulty.
Thanks.
No problem.
All right. Ready? You ready?
Yep. Okay, so you can see we didn't really come up with any results because everything canceled
Yeah.
out. So no threat, no failure, but no despairs. But you did fail the roll. So when you fall, you land prone. Uh, so you'll have to spend a movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and now,
So I have
as when you fall, you're now at short range of each other.
okay. So I have a movement and an action. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that good. Oh, what can the action be? Is that just a skill, or can that be another
Um,
movement?
yeah, the action could be a skill check. It could be, um, I don't know, it's the significant like meteor portion of what you want to do for this turn. So
Yeah.
things that take more time, shooting, uh, doing some kind of knowledge check, things like that, sitting there and pondering. I don't know.
Hmm. All right. Well.
But I would recommend you probably get up and start shooting because it's not going to get good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Alright. So can I use my movement to get up?
hmm
Alright. So I get up. And how close is short range? Like,
Short range is like it's not far enough to fist fight, or it's not close enough to fist fight. I mean, all the ranges are kind of abstract. So, I
yeah,
mean, I don't know, 5, 10 feet.
10 feet. And if I like, crap. If I like ran, can I assume that he'd just like catch up to me quickly?
Probably. I mean,
Okay.
he had 5 greens on his athletics roll. He's pretty
Yeah.
quick.
All right. So can I man, okay, I need to figure out my item list because this is ridiculous.
Oh,
But but I'll figure this out, no problem. Um, I'm going to I am going to flash on my glow rod and hope that it temporarily blinds him.
all right. So you want to kind of get up and look into his eyes. Turning on your glow rod is more of an incidental, which is kind of like a free action because there's not much to it.
Okay.
So it's not like there's a skill roll involved in turning on your light. Um, but what it won't blind it, but I'll take away the setback die for the darkness for you.
All right. So I still have an action then.
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna shoot it. I'm just gonna shoot it right in the head.
All right. It's gonna be 1 difficulty. Let me add that in there. Okay, go ahead. And you stagger up to your feet and you blast out a shot, but just in your kind of confusion in your daze from falling, you don't hit it. And but you did get 3 advantage. Anything you want to do with that?
Um. Crap. Does it like trip over and then like it falls over on its back?
Uh,
Or does that? Crap. Can I use it for the perch, like kind of like falling over on it a little bit, or at least falling in front of us?
oh, like
Like just
like the tree stand falls on top of it, like as it's
or
breaking.
sure, it either falls on top or it falls
I'd
just
let you
in
do
front
either
of us.
one if you want to knock him prone, as far as like you miss, but you shot at its feet and it kind of
Yeah,
falls
I'd do
over.
that.
I know that was a professional Gundark move.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna do its turn. It's gonna spend that getting up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a strain and move into engage range with you, and it's going to take a swipe with its big old meaty fists. Actually, I think
Okay.
that's what they called its attack. Meaty
Yeah.
fists. Um, it's melee versus melee, which is 2 difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just gotta get to my dice pool thing. All right, 2 difficulty. And what is up with my rolls? It's
Yeah, that's weird.
not wanting to work. Okay, I'm just gonna do. What is its combat? Standby. Ooh, it's got a really good check. I wonder if that's what it is. Alright, brawl check. Alright, that's better. Okay, so it hits you,
Mm.
and it has a quality on its attack that does, I think it adds a setback die. It kind of disorientates you when it hits you, so it reaches up and it just thwacks you. It's got so Gundarks have like one like small like T-Rex hand and like one like
Yeah.
giant muscular arm, and that's the one he hits you with, of course. Um,
Yeah.
and then do, 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 do. Let's see, he can't knock you prone because he didn't get any advantage, but he does disorientate you for one round, so you get a setback die for that round. It does a damage of 8, but I think your soak is 3, so it
Mm.
does 5 damage.
Okay.
Not
How
great
much?
because you only have 10 wounds.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
so it hits you pretty hard. All right,
great.
it is your turn.
All right. So, so does my movement have to be for movement?
I mean, yeah, it's a maneuver, so it's kind of what it's there to take care of.
All
Um,
right. So, how close am I to the Gundart?
you're in fist fighting range with it now.
Okay. Can I just take my gun and like, uh, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to run. Can I just take my gun and like move in slightly and like just kind of like put it under its what's it called? Like chin or something?
Hmm.
Whatever Gundart has for a chin.
So you
Is
you
that
want to just get in there and like point blank just stick it up on the gun dark and then pull the trigger.
yes?
You could. I'm gonna go ahead and use the dark side point to make that a little more challenging.
Oh, gosh dang it.
Um, so it's gonna be 2 purple and 1 red. So it's ready whenever you want to roll it.
Great.
And you're successful. I mean, you got some threat there, but that
Yeah.
red die blanked out. So you stick it up there and pull the trigger, and we're gonna let's see threats. Uh, with the disorientation, it kind of just makes you a little bit woozier, and you kind of stumble backward. So instead of having a movement for this turn, you're actually going to
Uh-huh.
stumble back into short range as you kind of like the 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 recoil of the shot just
Yeah.
gets you stumbling back.
All right, that's fine. I can
Um,
accept that.
all right, but you do hit him. All right, and then he's gonna charge at you uh, again. He doesn't have a whole lot of combat options, so nothing to make it too terribly interesting.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go ahead and take another swing. Of course, I can't do it from that screen. Um, oops. So this goes to 1. Trying to figure out the functionality of this as well. So I used a dark
Yeah.
side point, so you have one now. Um,
What can I do with those again?
you can upgrade difficulty of bad guy checks. You could upgrade the dice of your own checks.
Okay.
Um, you could use it to suddenly have something that you didn't have before.
Yeah. How difficult are his checks right now? Like him charging at me?
So melee to melee, when you get in engage range, is just 2 purple. But you could change one of those to a red.
What does the red do?
It's a lot worse than a purple.
All right, I'll change one of those to a red.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I get hit. I'm done.
Okie dokie. Uh, oh, he charges in and he just swings, but while you're staggering backwards from the recoil,
Hmm.
I mean it looks like kind of like that drunken kind of combat where
Yeah,
it looks like you don't intend to do it, but I mean he just swings and misses. He did get some advantage,
yeah.
four of them, so he's going to use that to uh, kind of block and make it harder to hit. So he's going to kind of protect his face because he after a couple back and forths with you, he kind of knows what might be coming next.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of pain. All right, your turn, sir. You guys
All
are
right,
back
so he's
in.
protecting his face right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's- but would that mean anything? Like, even though if I hit his hands, like,
Hmm? No, I mean it's gonna add like a setback die to your check, just as far
okay,
as not being able to do as much damage.
okay. Can I just take a shot at his heart then?
Okay. Vicious and cruel. All right. I like it though. All right. You're set to roll. Oh wait, hang on. No, you're not. I lied. I gotta put those purples on here. Okay. Ready.
Cool. Am I not disoriented anymore,
No,
or?
that was just one round.
Okay, okay, cool.
It's one round every time he hits you, and then he
All right,
missed. So.
I'm taking a shot, Ben. Oh, dang
Oh.
it!
All right, you miss. Only one threat, which I'm gonna just give you a strain. Um, but you have a strain threshold of 12, so I mean you're totally good there. Um, uh, he's he's gonna kind of look around and realize you missed, and then he's gonna go for another attack. Um,
Great, great. This is not working out at all. Should have looked at those items first.
all right. Well, he fails again though, so that's good. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I added too many purples on there. Oh well, we're
Ah,
gonna
dang
roll
it,
with it
Ben.
because we're short on time. So
Yeah.
he's gonna fail because I failed to use this dice roller very well. And he gets three threat, and so as he lunges for you, he actually kind of stumbles forward, and as he misses so much, he puts so much effort behind it, and you will get a boost die for your attack.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm gonna shove it in his face again, and
Just on this, he swings and stumbles past, and you put it up to the side of his head.
yeah,
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Here I go.
A triumph, which counts as a success. So even though you don't see any success results,
Okay,
triumph does
cool.
count. And you do something awesome with it. And since this is the killing blow, or well, it's the blow that actually puts him over his threshold,
Yeah.
um, do you want to kill it or just put it down
What do you mean? What's the difference?
as like it's unconscious? Because you were asking
Uh,
earlier if you wanted to keep it dead or alive.
can I kill it but not like blast its head off? Like,
Oh, so like keep the
well, I
trophy
guess.
section intact of its head. So when
Yeah,
the guy has something to still mount on his wall, even though you
yeah,
just
I
blew
just
it.
realized that. I just realized.
All right. Sure. No problem. So you blast and it goes in and out, along with a little bit of gray matter, and
Hmm.
then and it slumps down to the ground. Um, so I assume you want to drag it up back up to the speeder and head back to town. You've already got passage booked from the guy that brought you here from
Okay.
the station Crooked. Um, so you're I assume that's kind of where you're headed.
Can I um just for myself, can I like cut off the Gundog's hands and like keep them on my bag?
Oh, his hands?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you have something to do that with?
Ah, dang it. I
I
probably
mean,
have enough.
you're just gonna sit there and like gnaw at it.
No, never mind. Can I take one of his claws
Maybe
and do it?
maybe when you get back, somebody else has a knife or something. maybe the captain of the ship or one of his guys.
Yeah, maybe when I put my item list together, I might have
You
one.
drag this big monster up, and you're just like, anybody got a knife? I want those hands. All
All right,
right,
let's talk.
so you head back to get to your ride, and you're heading back to Crooked, a space station. It's like a floating city. Um,
Hmm.
uh, so you're gonna get on this ship, and that's where we're gonna leave off for the start of the campaign.
All right.
Hopefully, I can get our last character up here for his prologue mission, and then we'll still be set to start on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, man. Well, thank you for getting some time and jumping on with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
And way to blow that Gundark away. I was actually getting a little bit worried when he hit you that first time, and I was like, "Oh, that's half his health. That's not good."
Yeah, yeah. I was worried.
I was like, "All right, well, go ahead. I gotta log off, but go ahead and make yourself a new guy, because you're
Oh my
dead in the first mission." All right,
God.
man. Well, cool character. I like him. He's gonna make a good addition to the party.
Yeah, yeah. I'll get that item list and everything, and then this will be a lot easier.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll catch you later, bro.
All right, I'll see you, man.
All right, see ya. All right, everybody. So that is the second prologue mission. We have one more to do. Hopefully, we can get to it this weekend. Tell them about Death Attack. I will. I'm like super late for work. Like, well, not. I'm not gonna be late. I leave plenty early to get there on time, but I'm later to leave than I would like. Uh, and that's not great. So I gotta run, Death Attack. But thanks for joining us in the chat. We're gonna be doing the actual campaign Tuesday nights, alternating Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and it'll be going up on my YouTube as well. We also did one other character prologue session left the other day, so that's up on the YouTube, which is on a link down below. So go ahead and check that out if this is a game that you're into. It's really fun. Um, but yeah, we'll be starting that hopefully on Tuesday. So thanks for joining us, Death Attack. I appreciate it, and we'll hope to catch you next time.